Hello everyone, my name is Rafael Ahmad Abu Jabar from TS24F, and now I will try to talk about nudge. Yes, nudge. Have you ever wondered why we often make certain choices without really thinking about it? Like, why do we pick food A instead of food B at the grocery store? Or why we just hit agree on online terms and conditions without actually reading them? Well, all these habits and many more have a fascinating explanation. I've just been I've just been reading this amazing book called Nudge. I will try to take my book. Sorry. This book. This book have a title Nudge. This book was written by two brilliant guys. Name is Richard H. Tyler and Qas R. Hussein. By the way, Richard H. Taylor even won a Nobel Prize from economic, by the way. And in this book, they talk all about nudge. Basically, nudge isn't about forcing you, and it's not about giving you huge reward either. It's just a little trick that makes you more like to choose something without you even realizing you're being encouraged to pick it. Today, let's talk about nudge. Exactly like they explain in the book, we'll find out what is nudge, how it's working our daily life on in our daily life, and why it's super important for us to understand it. Next, what is nudge? So, according to Tyler and Sustain in their book, a nudge is a way to set up our choice. So we tend to pick something predictable without banning other options or giving us a big discount. Simply put, nudge play with how choices are shown to us. Imagine a school cafeteria. If fruit are placed right at the front, at eye level and easy to grab, kids are definitely going to pick more fruit, right? Instead of the unhealthy snack hidden on the bottom shelves. Well, it's a classic nudge example. Sorry, just like in the book, nobody's stopping kid from buying unhealthy snack, but that smart placement of fruit pushes them to pick the healthier option. Another common example they talk about in the book, is the sticker of the fly in men urinals. Maybe I can try to find it. I think they not put the image in this page, but in page 23, I think 23, you talk about sticker of the fly. Another common example they talk about in the book in this book is the sticker of fly in men urinals. It's actually make guys much more accurate when they pee. It's really clever, just a teeny nudge. Taylor and Sustain say that we are actually choice architect in our life, both for ourselves and for others. And nudge is the tool they teach us to design those choices in a better way. How do nudge work? In Nudge, Taylor and Sustain explain a few main ways nudge works, usually by using our natural psychology tendencies. First, automatic choice or default. This is one the this is the one of the most powerful nudge. They say we are generally a bit lazy, So we tend to stick with the option that already set as automatic or default choice. A really strong example from the book is about organ donation. In countries where where the rule is you're automatically on organ donor unless you say no. Donation rates are much higher than in country where you have to actively sign up to be a donor. Sorry, a little bit nervous I think. Just this small difference in the default rule make huge impact. Second is how things are said or framing. Framing. The way information is presented can totally change our discussion. The book saw how different framing can make us see risks or benefit differently. For instance, promoting a product like 19% fat-free sounds way more appealing than contains 10% fat. Even though in the same thing, right? This show how the way we say or frame something really matter. Third is copying other or social norms. Social norms. Taylor and Sustain also explain that nudge can use our tendency to copy what other people are doing. For example, electricity saving campaigns they be much more effective if they tell customer 18% of your neighbors are saving energy. Instead of just talking about benefit, environmental benefit when we know other are doing it. It gives us a strong push to join it. This principle explained in the detail in the nudge book show how nudge work on our subconscious mind, guiding us toward certain choice without us even fully realizing it. Next is nudge in real life and the ethnic behind it. And the last is conclusion. Conclusion. Everyone, nudge as taught by Richard Taylor and Cassiston in their book is a force we often don't see, but it's really saved our life. From how we pick the food or save money to how we interact with the environment, these gentle cues are constantly influence our behavior. Understanding nudge doesn't just help us to realizing how we are influenced. More than that, it empowers us to become smarter choice architect, both for ourselves and to help others. We can consciously design our surrounding to nudge ourselves toward better habits or even help others make a more positive and reasonable choice. So next time you make this choice, try to think: is there a nudge to play, and how can you use the power of this gently push so clearly explained in this book to make your life and the lives of those around you better. My name is Rafael Ahmadu Jabar. Thank you.